Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's Blake or Craftmaster here, and today I'm gonna teach you all how to build an awesome mob spawner. Let's get started. So in order to get started in today's video, what you're gonna need to do is obviously you're gonna need to find yourself a mob spawner. I have found myself a skeleton mob spawner, as you can see right here, and the easiest way I'd recommend going about this is using a website called Chunkbase. I'll have that link down below, and what you're gonna need to do in order to use that is you're gonna type in /seed, and then it will give you your seed, and you can copy it right there, and it will give you your seed of the world. And then on Chunkbase, you're gonna type in your seed, and it'll bring up all the mob spawners in your entire world. So that's the easiest way I found to do it. Some of you may not want to do it that way because it could be considered as cheating, but in order for this to work, obviously we're going to need to find a spawner to get started. Now, this spawner needs to be either a skeleton or a zombie spawner, because a spider spawner won't work. The spiders are just too big. So let's get started in actually making the spawner. So in order to get started, we're going to have to first clear out this area, and that means getting rid of all these chests that you see here, and this one as well. Sometimes it'll only be one chest, so it makes it a little bit easier. But once you've gotten rid of all of the chests, I would go around and light up all the cave systems around you, because almost every mob spawner has a cave system surrounding it. So I've already done it for all the area around here, but just go around, throw down a whole bunch of torches, and this is because we want our mob spawner to be the best that it can be. So that means that we don't want mobs to spawn anywhere else in the world. Okay? So now, once you have that started, now we can start making the actual spawning room. In order to make the spawning room, what we're going to need is we're going to have the center, obviously, be the spawner, and then you need to go up 4 blocks on each side. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now this is going to be the basic spawn dimensions. It's a 9x9 room, so clear all of that out, and when you're done with that, we will work on the ground. Okay, and now we're back, and we have the 9x9 cleared out, and now you're going to want to patch up the hole from the cave, so continue along this 9x9 and just put the walls in, and remember to leave your torches out here so no mobs can spawn. And just like this, now we have our room. So it should be 4 blocks out on each side, and then it will be 9 across. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. So now what you're going to want to do to disable mob spawning, because we've cleared out the room and it has a bigger spawn radius now, is just put torches on all the sides. Because especially if you're in survival doing this, mob spawning will get really annoying until you want them to spawn. So now let's get to work on the floor. And now for the floor, you're going to want to drop the floor down 4 blocks. And also, you want to make sure that your mob spawner, it has 3 blocks in between it and the ceiling. And then put 3 blocks there, because you don't want mobs to spawn on top of the spawner, or else that defeats the entire purpose. So now go 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks down, and do it for every part of this build. So all the way. And I will clear that out and see you in a bit. Alright, so I am back, and as you can see, we have our room. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks up, and 3 blocks on top. And again, we have the 9x9. So now we have the basic spawning room. And now what you'll need to get is you're going to need to get some water, because we want to push all of our mobs to one side. So what you're going to do with the water, and this is kind of annoying for survival, but you're going to want to put 1 bucket here, 1 bucket there, and then that makes an infinite water source. And you can keep dragging from the middle, drag from the middle, drag from the middle, and then there you go. So now you have an entire row of water flowing, and you can see that we're missing this back block. And this is perfect. It's exactly what you want to do. Okay? So now what you want to do is you want to drop it 1 all the way across, then drop it one more, all the way across. Okay, now you have the basic drop-down platform for all of your mobs. And this is so they can't get back up. Because, like, say, it's like relatively weak water, so say they just drop down here and they want to, they could easily get back up to here. So what you want to do is you want to drop it down too. And when you're done with that, you want to find the middle being where the spawner is. And you want to take that right here, and you want to drop down one, and then go out this way. Make it 3 tall. Oh, there's gravel. Watch out for that, because that will be... Oh, nice, we have a lot of it. So make sure it's 3 tall like this, okay? And we're going to need a couple of signs now. So grab a sign, and you're going to want to place a sign here, because now we're going to put water here and here. So now what happens with your mobs is they're going along, they get down to here, boom, they get into the water here, push to here, and then you want to put a piece of water back there. So now they get pushed here, all the way across to here, and then into here. And this will be where your mobs will get pushed up so you can kill them. Okay, so now that you have this area, you have the 2 down on all the way to here except for the middle, and then you have the 3 down, and you went 2 back and put the water. So now what you're going to want to do is you want to go from here, you want to go 3 blocks this way, and I put a sign here just to stop the water, because the water does get annoying. Okay, and now the block right here, you're going to want to put a sticky piston. And what I'm doing now is I'm making it so no mobs ever get jammed, because in most mob spawners, people rely on mobs pushing themselves up the area. But this mob spawner, you don't have to ever worry about that, because it's completely self-efficient. You can put 1 mob in here and it will work perfectly fine. So now what you're going to do is at the end of your 3 block tunnel, dig down 2, and then you're going to want to place a iron pressure plate. Actually, no, it's a stone pressure plate, because stone doesn't detect items, only detects mobs. So say like your skeletons get in a fight up here and one of them dies, you don't have to worry about it. But now what you want to do is you want to connect this up to your piston. So we have our piston right here, so we're going to want to grab some redstone, and you're going to have a repeater and some dust. And now take the bottom output of the pressure plate. You can see that activates, and then go up, up, up to there, and then bam, right there. Okay? So now we have the block there, pushes you, you go off of it, and it retracts. So now, if I can get unstuck, oh no, stuck in a loop. There we go. So now we have this open area, and you want to fill this in so the redstone doesn't get destroyed. But now you'll notice is that how are we going to get the mobs up? So what you're going to want to do is put sign, sign, and sign. This will block the water that we're going to put here from going anywhere. And you don't have to worry about signs here, because the mobs will just flow down. So now you want to break all of this, and then at the bottom put a piece of soul sand so the mobs get pushed up. Just like this, and bam. Now you have your soul sand, and now make sure that every block going up has water. So water source. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and don't worry about that, because like check this out. You go down, you get pushed, and you get pushed into the stream, and if there's more water, we'd go up even further. So that's perfect. That's exactly how we want it. Okay, so now once you have this bottom area set like this, what you want to gonna come and do is you want to gonna find the middle right here and pick whatever side this is on and dig a hole right there, and then mine out like this, and you can go all the way out to here. What this is gonna be the Afk room, so mine it out where you like to have it, and I usually do a pretty big room that goes all the way out to here just because it makes it look a little bit better and you'll have more room to walk around. So I will be back when I do this. It will probably be a 9 by... maybe it might be a 9 by 8 room. And I'll be back once that is done. Okay, so once you have this room mined out, and you'll see that I left this, and I'll explain it in a minute. But make sure you light it up. And the way that you do this is you have to kind of be careful. So like you can put some torches, you can put them in the back. So like I usually do back here, so it lights up that way. because any light that's going into this room will decrease mob spawning. So make sure that there's enough light that you can see whatever you're doing, but make sure it's still safe for you and that it doesn't affect the spawner. So I just do a couple back here. And now the reason these are here is this is where the water's gonna go, okay? So right here is where our contraption is. So we want to bring that up a total of 21 blocks above the area we're spawning on, because right here is going to be our killing chamber. So they're going to spawn, they're going to fall all the way down to here, and we can kill them here. So now what you want to do is take the Y level that you're standing on, which is 42, and we're going to want to add 21 to that, so it's going to bring us up to 63. So mine up to Y level 63. So as you can see, for me, it's just barely possible because it's at the top of the world, Y level 63. But if you don't have to do this because the place of the killing chamber is completely preference only. So this is kind of an eyesore having it up here. But because this is just a tutorial, I don't really care where it is. But make sure that this block is fully covered so nothing can happen to it. Okay? And you want to have it come up, go over one block, and then have the drop down. So that will be where we bring the mobs fall down to their death. But also, what we're going to want to do here is actually break this block, put block. You want to put water here. You're going to have water here to begin with, and water should flow. So go like that, and water will flow to there. We can actually block that off for now. And then you can put more water here. So you want to block it off, break here, water, wait till it flows, break, and then you can put more water in. So then the mobs will they'll come up, and then they'll get pushed this way. And right here, we can break this block, continue our little structure over this way, and this is the killing hole. And the water should stay, but just to be sure, I always just put a sign there, and then you can complete that and then fill in the rest of it. And this is just to make sure like no creepers or whatever come in and blow up your little spawning area. So then fill that, and we can now drop down and go back to the killing chamber. So now you want to go down, drop down all the way till you get back down to your little spawning room. Alright, so now we are back. I have mined all the way down. As you can see at the top, we have our little area. And break these torches. So now we're all the way down here. And that's a total of a 21 block fall. Okay, so now what you want to do, and because this is skeleton, you don't have to worry about babies, but if it was a zombie, then you would. So what I do for zombies is you can do this, and then you can either put a half slab on the bottom or on the top. But for skeletons, I just do this, and then you can put your, like I do slabs here. So then you can easily get access to this. And bop, bop, bop. Okay, so now you have a little room, and you can come in here. And what I also do is, this is for item collecting, as you want a couple of chests and a hopper. And then, so you want to put your chest down here, and then you can like break right there and put your hopper in, and then put this block back. Okay, so now you have your hopper that will go into your loot collection system, and if you need to, you can always extend your chest system by doing this. So you have your hopper here, you're going to need to put more chests here and here, and then make sure you're holding shift so it goes into it. So now all the loot will come down to here, and it will fill up down there first. And then you have a ton of storage, and you can just put some ladders right on the edge here like this, so you have easy access to your loot. You don't have to do that, of course. You're probably going to be fine with one chest, but it's just makes it a little bit easier. So now you have your killing spawn, and now we're almost done with this entire build. We want to seal off the mobs from us with glass panes. So let's get some of that, and we can just do across here. I'm going to leave a block open because we're going to need to go get those torches in a second. Alright, now what I also do, just because it's pretty cool to watch, is I get some glass, And I actually placed the stone that's right here. So all the way through, just glass, glass, glass on all sides. And you can even do it over here. It's perfectly fine. So just more glass all the way around. Because it's actually pretty cool to watch the mobs come up and go right back down. And you can put like torch wherever now. One on the back wall maybe. So now what we need to do is we need to make sure the mobs get all the way up. And you can see there's sometimes a little bit of bubbles that come up. But it's not full water source blocks, which is what we need for the bubble column to work. So let's come back out this way. And we'll go down like this, through here. And with regular water buckets, it's really annoying because it's so much water to use. But if you just let go of spacebar, you can just feel where the water is and put a bucket, put a bucket, put a bucket, bucket, all the way up to the top of your build. And a way to save on water is instead of going 21 blocks up from here, just go up a couple blocks and then go across and mine down. Because then you'll just have to mine down further and use less water. But because I want the killing chamber in our spawning room, I have to put a lot more water. So I will finish this off and I'll catch you in a bit. Alright, so now we are back and we have the entire room set up here. We have all water and you can see the bubbles going up, going all the way through perfectly fine. And I'll show you that it works like this. So here, let me just show you from the very beginning. We can break this sign. It's a pretty good sign. I would listen to it if I were you. So now we can break that. Come up here. So we're a little skeleton. We're riding along on our day. Just coming across here like this. And then bam, we get pushed in. Drop down again. And then we hit this guy. Get pushed up. Going all the way up to the top. Going across and down to where we won't die. Because of how far down that is. Because it's perfect for 1 heart. So now we are done with the spawner. All that we have left to do is make it active. Okay? So now we just have to break these blocks. I mean break these torches. So we have this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. And now we can put the glass pane back in. And make sure you turn it onto whatever mode you wanted. I had mine on peaceful just to make the build easier. Put it on hard or whatever. And you can see that we have our spawner going. So now let's watch these skeletons come through. They fall down. They get pushed in and you can hear the piston go. Piston up and you can just watch them fly up. It's pretty fun. There they go. And you can see they're right there. They just fall right back down. It's one of the easiest contraptions ever. And it's one of the best ways to get you easy XP. And we'll have these guys here. And just get a sword out. And like even a wooden sword kills all of them instantly. And then all their loot just gets put right into that chest. Easy as that, and more have spawned and more are going up. Just like that. So if you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys do leave a like and of course subscribe. And leave a comment if you want to see me do more builds like this in the future. Where I can teach you how to do more spawners, more tricks, whatever you guys want. And I hope you all did enjoy. And I will catch you in the next one. Ciao for now.